Hi, this is Darren Q from Q the Tech. Today I'm going to be sharing the top 3 mail applications for the iPhone. If you're like me, you're looking for something a little bit more interesting as opposed to just the stock mail application. So today I'll be sharing 3, which actually includes the stock mail application as one of those 3. Those 3 applications are Blue Mail, the Mail app for iOS, and Spark. So let me walk through each one of those individually. You can see the 3 mail applications listed on my iPhone screen that I've got showing here. Why don't we jump into Blue Mail first, which is in the upper left-hand corner. This is a really nice application that you can get both on iOS as well as Android. You can see the look and feel of this looks a lot like the stock application. In addition to having the application on both iOS and Android devices, you can also get the application on Mac OS as well as the Windows OS platforms very soon. The beta for this is just about to be released. This application supports Gmail, Exchange, iCloud, Office 365, Outlook, Hotmail, Yahoo, and AOL accounts. So obviously it includes the major accounts that people use today. You can take action on an entire email chain and cluster as well as individual emails. So an example of an email chain is like the first thing that you'll see on the screen here. So if I go to this item, you can see that there are 4 items listed in the conversation. So again, you can act individually on these. So if I click on one of these, I can take action, for example, to delete the item, which I will not do. Or if you go back and I can go over to swipe to the left, I'm given options that way for the entire chain. Or if I swipe to the right, I'm given options as well. The colors for each of the accounts are customizable, as well as the swiping action. So the options you get when you swipe to the right or to the left, as I had done just a little bit ago, you can configure those to meet the needs that you have. So very customizable in that way. You can view emails by time, which is the default setting here, but you can also get it grouped by people. So if I click the people button here, you can see these are the emails, the people that have sent emails to this particular account. And overall, this has been a very stable application. So let me move to the next application, which is the stock mail application. And I don't want to sell this one short because Apple has spent a lot of time refining this particular application and it works quite nicely. So the things that this application has in its favor, it's the default for iOS, and as I'd mentioned, Apple has spent quite a bit of time perfecting the interface and how this works. It's also available on the Mac OS system and works very much the same way. So if you know how to use one, you can use it on the other platform almost seamlessly. It supports Gmail, Exchange accounts, iCloud, Outlook, Yahoo, and AOL accounts. So again, a wide variety of accounts are included in this. You can take actions on entire email conversations as well as individual emails as appropriate. So again, if I swipe over here, you can see that I'm given a couple options. Or if I dive into one of these items and I look to scroll over, again, I'm given individual options there. And overall, it's been very stable application. So that's the second mail app. The third, so if I close this and jump into the third, is called Spark. So this is an application that I've been using most frequently recently. It's only available on iOS, not available on Android. There also is an app available for the Mac OS, which actually works quite nicely as well. It supports Gmail, Exchange, iCloud, Outlook, Yahoo, and Careo Connect accounts, the last of which I'm not familiar with at all. Similar to the other two, you can take actions on an entire email conversation as well as individual emails. So again, if I scroll over here, it'll allow me to delete. If I swipe to the right, it allows me to move. Both those actions are customizable. And if I click into this grouping, I can look to click on this, and then if I click on the kind of U-shaped icon here with the arrow pointing up, it gives me a variety of different actions I can take on this item, including deleting the item. So very same functionality that you see in the other two with being able to act on one or multiple are available on Spark as well. You've got the ability to swipe through emails in a much more convenient fashion. So if I click on the second item here, I can move forward just simply by swiping the screen from the right to the left. If I want to go the other direction, I swipe in the other direction, and it brings back those in a very convenient fashion. And if I want to go back to the listing, I go to the very left edge and swipe back. And that functionality actually is available in the other two mail applications as well. You've got the ability to have the view be kind of this normal view as well as a smart inbox. I don't have the smart inbox showing right now, but that groups things together based on some logical grouping. However, the amount of groupings that are available kind of out of the box are very limited, and I haven't found particularly helpful. And then lastly, this has been a very stable application as well. So those are the three that I would say are the top three mail applications for iPhone based on my personal usage. If I were asked to use one only, I would most likely use the Blue Mail app. That application is very flexible. The font is a little bit bigger. The ability to customize it is a little bit greater with actions and swipes, and actually the color as well. So you can have a night mode that kind of flips this around, and it has black font with a black background and white font or light gray. So all in all, three good apps, but if you were to ask me to choose one, I would choose the Blue Mail application as that one for iOS. So thank you. If you do have comments, please leave those comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like the video and subscribe. Thanks a lot, and take care.